Okay, hello, hi Dr. Weinstein, this is Natalie Loyola, and this is my video project. So this is our patient, Sarah. She is an 80-year-old woman. Say hello, Sarah.
Hello.
And we just finished the testing. Okay, so hi Sarah, how are you doing? How was the testing?
It was okay. I was getting a little tired.
Not too bad though, right?
No, not too bad.
Okay, so here are the results of your test. And I actually want to go through them and kind of detail what we did so you can get a better understanding of the results that we got. So this right here is called an audiogram. This is the hearing test portion that we did. So all those beeps that you did, you pressed down on the button, the speech testing that we did, we recorded it here, okay? And it's a big graph. But here on this axis, this is the loudness level. So we went from very, very soft sounds to very, very loud sounds, okay? And then across this axis, we're looking at different frequencies. So low pitch to high pitch, okay? Now, the red circles, your right ear, left circle, or left X's are your left ear. So as you can kind of see, we like to think of normal hearing sensitivity as about 25 decibels right here in this area and better, okay? So as you can kind of see, all your little circles and X's fall below that. In this lower area, the lower frequencies, you're kind of in a mild area of hearing loss. We like to describe it. We kind of categorize it by different severities. And as you can tell, as we go higher in pitch or higher in those frequencies, you kind of start to slope down into this kind of severe area. Okay? So, do you have any questions about that for right now?
No, not right now.
Okay, so we actually like to look at the graph. We split this in half. So right around here. And lower frequencies, those are kind of what you get your perception of loudness. That's where our vowels sit, okay? Now on this side of the graph, these higher frequencies, that's more where we get the clarity of our speech. So a lot of the consonants fall there, like the F or the S, the sh, okay? So you were kind of describing earlier that you may hear someone talking, but you might not necessarily be catching every single word or every sound.
Yes.
Well, that's because you have a little bit more hearing loss in that area, okay? And that can help mix up the message or anything like that. Okay, any questions about that?
So does this mean that I'm deaf?
No, it does not mean you're deaf at all. As I stated, your lower pitches are better than your higher pitches, but you do have hearing loss across the whole frequency, or the whole spectrum of frequencies that we test. Meaning you are having trouble with mostly getting the clarity of a message, which is kind of what you described when you came in. Okay, you are not deaf.
Okay.
But we're here to help you with those problems that you were talking about. Okay. Now we also did a test which we call the Quickson. It's just kind of a quick test to see how you do when there's different types of background noise. Do you remember how the background noise got a little bit louder and the message became more and more unclear? Okay, well you kind of fell in an area of mild difficulty with that. Meaning you need a little bit more volume, the signal of the message needs to be a little bit louder than the background noise for you to actually be able to get the message. Okay? Alrighty, so something important to take note is no hearing loss is the same, okay? Every individual is going to be different. Every loss is different. And so I want to be able to best help you and what you're experiencing. So for example, you may have a very similar hearing loss as a different patient, meaning it may look the same, okay? But your perception of the hearing loss, how you experience, it affects your everyday life, it could be completely on the opposite spectrum, on the opposite end of that patient. They may actually not feel any consequence due to their hearing loss, where you feel like it's affecting your life, okay? So for me to help you, I want to go over a few questions in order to help best and your loss, and we can find the right solution for you, okay?
Okay.
So let's begin with this. So on this paper, here on this line, I want you to mark how important it is to improve your hearing today. 0 being not important at all, and 10 being most important. So go ahead and think about that and mark on this line.
Okay. All right, I just gotta get my glasses.
Sure, no problem. I'm already wearing mine today.
I know, I'm not prepared. Okay, all right. All right, I'm gonna mark it at a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell me why you picked a 9 and not a lower number like 0 or 1?
Well, like I told you before, I'm having a very hard time talking to my grandchildren, and I'm getting old, but I still want to have fun with them, and so I'm ready to hear better.
Okay, well, thank you for your answer. That's actually very, very helpful. Moving on, how much do you, this next question right here, how much do you believe your ability, in your ability to use a device such as a hearing aid? And once again, 0 from 10, wherever you feel you fit.
I think I'm going to be another 9.
Okay, and can you tell me why you picked that 9 and not something lower, as we kind of said before?
I think I'm ready to do this, and I think that as long as you're going to help me, I can figure it out.
Okay, great, thank you. That's actually very helpful as well. Now, this other piece of paper over here. There's different sentences, as you can see. Please take your time as you read this, but can you tell me which of these statements best describe how you feel about helping yourself hear better? Like I said, take your time reading them.
I'm number 4.
Number 4. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's great that you are ready to take action. Let's look at your options, okay? Like I said, we want to help you in your needs, all the problems that you were describing, and what you feel will give you a better quality of life. And we're slowly moving towards that solution by you giving me these responses. Now, before we move on forward with these options, do you have any questions, any comments you'd like to talk about? Anything that, might have come up?
No, I think we can move forward.
Okay, and please feel free to stop me or interrupt me at any time, okay? So, let's start talking about first, what have you seen out there in the world? What do you know about hearing aids?
Oh, my friend Lucy, she wears hearing aids, but they're really big and they're kind of ugly. But I mean, I don't know, they're just, and sometimes they whistle.
Okay.
So I'm not really excited about that, but we'll see. I'm willing to try.
Okay. Well, like I said, we do have many options, and with what I see here today, with your concerns, with your readiness and eagerness to move forward and helping yourself, I do have a recommendation that I believe you will be successful with. As you can see on this chart, you have many options, but with the different things, the different situations you've mentioned and scenarios, as well as the technology that I believe will help you the best, I do, and it's a little bit more automatic. So you said you didn't really want to fiddle with anything too much earlier. This is a really great option. It will automatically help you in different situations that you may come across. Before I say what I think, the great thing is there are many different manufacturers, many different companies that have different types of hearing aids. So it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to go with one. I'm going to give you my recommendation, but if at any moment you don't think that this is the right choice for you, we can always look at our other options, different companies, things like that. Okay? Now, I have a great relationship with a company named Totocon and a company named Phonak. I think this device, it's the Audeo line. It's fabulous. It's, I think, right for you. I think it will really, I think you can be very successful with it. Okay? And it's something that goes over your ear, and it will not be too visible, which is a little bit, you said you didn't want anything too bulky, anything like that. It will insert in your ear. I think that you will do great. And it looks a little bit like this, specifically.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll do whatever you think is best, but how much is this gonna cost?
Okay, yeah, and that was kind of the next thing I was going to address. So here, this is the different areas, different prices that we look at. I do believe that you fall in this area right here with the technology that I was recommending and the style and everything, the line. You do fall in this price range. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's expensive, but I knew they were expensive, and I've been saving up, so.
Good. And the great thing about them is they have a life about, depending on the care. I have patients who, between 5 and 7 years. So if you really think about the cost per year, it's a great product to get, and it's worth it for you.
Okay. So what do I do if I don't like them?
Well, that's the great thing is we're able to give you a trial. And yeah, so after 30 days, if you feel like that is not what you want, we just have a non-refundable fee for the time we spent with you of this, which is nothing, as you can tell. It's $100, okay? And, but like I said, we can, if within those 30 days, you might think of a different manufacturer, we can switch over and we can give you 30 days with another company or a different style or anything like that. Okay?
All right.
Okay, and so what's great about these devices is, technology these days, it's wonderful. It's been advancing, and there's different types of accessories that you can get that work with your cell phone, with your TV, that will make hearing and your whole process even better. I do feel like we've covered a lot of information today, so I would like to leave that off. More detailed information at a later date, but is that something that you would like to talk about?
I mean, I just want to kind of focus on the hearing aids for now.
Completely understand.
I'm already feeling a little overwhelmed with that.
And I completely understand. So we will revisit that topic at a later date. Just lastly, there's just a few other things I'd like to cover. There are things such as, so here at this clinic we offer something we call oral rehabilitation that I would love to enroll you in. So if we move forward with the product, it will help with different things such as communication strategies. So the testing that occurred, besides that speech and noise test, it was done in a very relatively quiet area. Okay, in the real world, it's not so quiet. So it works on different strategies, such as when, and I would love for your husband to join us next time, so we can kind of talk about different ways to make communication a little bit easier. So most people don't realize, even people with normal hearing, we actually look at the lips and we lip read without even knowing. These are different cues that we do. So practicing, not speaking to someone when their back is turned, things like that, that are very key to helping hearing better. What are your thoughts on maybe thinking about taking something like that?
I mean, if maybe, do you have times and dates and everything?
Yeah.
Could you send us some more information?
Of course, and we will cover that. So, do we want to move forward? We can set up the whole fitting and everything in about 2 weeks. How does that sound?
Yeah, I want this one, the one that you showed me.
All right. Well, let's move forward with that. Thank you for being very patient and being eager to help yourself, and I'm here to help you.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to move forward, but you're gonna have to help me.
And I'm gonna be your audiologist. So, all right, let's do this.
All right. Okay, let's go.
Bye, Dr. Weinstein.